1,000 horsepower Cts-V Z06 Corvette or ZL1 Camaro? Let's dive into it. Full cost breakdown. What is going on YouTube? I am back with another video, and in today's video I am talking to horsepower junkies and horsepower junkies only. We're talking about people who want 4-digit horsepower, wheel horsepower cars, Cts-V, Z06, and ZL1s. We're talking about the LT4 engine, what it takes to get to 1,000 wheel horsepower, and how much it costs. So let's start off with the 3 sections that you'll need to be able to build your car with a full cost breakdown and the parts you'll need. So let's start off with number 1, and it's the simplest and easiest kit that you can buy for your LT4. That is your 2650 Magnuson supercharger kit. Yes, when you go to these superchargers, a lot of the times we go to port injection. Port injections on these LT4s increases horsepower very, very much. So you can go port injection and go 2 high PSI for $1,000 in your 2650 Magnuson supercharger kit. And I did say kit because it comes with what you need to pretty much just bolt on to the LT4. $8,000. You're at $9,000 to easily, and I put the minimum here, easily gain 120 wheel horsepower. Most companies can install it for $3,000 or so, but I have seen people install it on their own in their driveway, YouTube University. That is the first thing you will need to make sure you have in your driveway before you try to get 1,000. Upgrade that supercharger. That 1.9 liter supercharger cannot get you there. Hate to tell you. Then number 2 is a LT4 cam kit, either from LMP, Mass Acceleration, BTR, Comp Cam. There's a bunch of different cam kits, and I'm gonna go through this specific one. It will run you $7,848, and again, based on some of the added mods that are there, the load, fuel, and so forth, will get you 120 wheel horsepower as well. We are gonna be getting, of course, the camshaft, BTR, Comp Cam, LMP, custom grind, whatever you decide. Has to be a boost cam though. Your LME CNC heads, push rods, Johnson lifters, GMC lifter trays, cam gear and bolts, C5R timing chain, oil pumps, valley covers, LME VVT front billet covers or delete covers, ARP ARP studs, LT4 head gaskets, and a water pump gasket. Now that doesn't include all the oil and the oil pans and all this stuff that you do when you break apart your block to be able to get to this point. I will say that a lot of the times when you get to the 1,000 wheel horsepower numbers, you may want to go into a stroker motor or this or that. We are talking about the LT4 block itself. We're not talking about stroking it out. We're not talking about upgrading the block. We are using a LT4 block from factory. Now we're talking about another 120 horsepower, but we're talking about another $8,000. So now in total we're at about 17 grand, and we haven't even got installation, tune, and some other things. We've gained 240 horsepower for 18 grand. It's not that bad, in my opinion. Then we'll go to the most important part, your full bolt-on and fuel. I'm probably missing a few things. Understand I am not a shop or an engine builder. This is based off a third party, right? Not my shop, not Mass Acceleration, but a third party shop. I wanted to use somebody different so I can get a little bit of a different insight on how people build specific cars that are into the late model engines and so forth. So your bolt-ons, you're still gonna have an upper and a lower pulley, all right? 2-3 pulley, 945 lower pulley, Grip Tech HD belt, your intake. This is where some people go custom intakes. They get away from the big gulp. They may have some type of carbon intake or front snout intake, either through the headlight or through some of the ZL1s go through the grill. Long tube headers and a full exhaust. Normally a coarse exhaust is what I see. An XDI 30% injector. So yes, you're gonna need a whole lot more fuel at this point. Aux fuel kit, an alky control kit with a trunk tank, geez, I cannot speak, a flex fuel sensor, heat exchangers, a P3 gauge so you can see your fuel contents, and so probably a few P3 gauges though to look at boost pressure, or a PSI, and a couple other things. A catch can, installation and labor, and a tune. Now I'm probably missing a few things, but this is bare minimum. Bare minimum to get to 1,040 wheel horsepower. We're not talking about supporting mods like drive shafts, differentials, wheels, tires, brakes. I could go on for days for like the little minor things that help you keep your car safe at 1,000 wheel. But with this, you're looking at $28,000 to do, which sounds crazy, but when you start talking about replacing a lot of these things, adding fuel, running lines, changing out fuel pumps, the labor gets very, very intensive and long. So now we're at 28, 7,848, 1,000, and then 8,000. And then you're also getting your biggest horsepower jump from this area here, all right? Fuel does a lot, especially when you talk about port injections, meth, E85, getting away from 93, race fuel, stuff like that. Especially with these supercharged cars, it's putting more pressure in and more fuel and air into the car itself. I just went brain dead for a second, I'm sorry. That's what long tube headers and opening up airflow on the back end pushes more air through the motor, which you can increase boost pressure, spin the supercharger a whole lot quicker, increase airflow through the car, right? Simple, plain, easiest, high-level way to go about it. So now you've gained 120 from your supercharger, 120 from your cam kit, and about 250 for your bolt-on and fuel is what I see on average from the companies that I end up reaching out to. So if you start out with a stock wheel horsepower of about 550 on these Cts-Vs, 640 horsepower crank, your can, you add 120 horsepower, your 2650, you add another 120 horsepower, and your full bolt-on and fuel, you're adding about 250 horsepower. Now, with the 2650, can you get a little bit more out of it? Yes, for sure. I'm going bottom end on some of these. Going top end on the full bolt-on and the fuel, right? You're trying to max out the car the best way you can. You get 1,040 wheel horsepower. That's insane. That is a 4-digit. That's more than your Demon 170, right? That is street legal. All of this, you can still be on a DOT radio and be a street car. My guy Supreme ZL1 has somewhat similar to, or his old setup was somewhat similar to this. He had a ZL1, he had about 1,100 horsepower to the wheel in his ZL1 with these specific items. It's possible, it's done all the time. A lot of shops will say, oh, this is our simple stage 4 setup, we'll get you out the door with 1,000 wheel horsepower. There you go. But what are you paying? $45,351 for 1,000 wheel horsepower. So that's why I always find it funny when people don't bat an eye at the fact you have 1,000 wheel horsepower. People throw around the fact that, oh, I have 1,000 wheel horsepower Hellcat, I have 1,000 wheel horsepower ZL1. Well, first of all, where'd you get the $45,000 to do it? One. And then do you really have 1,000 wheel horsepower, not crank? We're talking probably 1,200 crank horsepower or more to get to that 1,040 wheel horsepower. And even after that, you have drive shaft, billet diffs, bunch of other different aspects that you can do, not even talking about replacing the motor. You could go a 416 stroker for the LS platform, 413, 411, something like that, that a lot of people do, and they stroke out an LT4. That adds another 7 to 10 grand right there. Now you're at almost $60,000 to go really, really fast. So that's why when you talk about grudge racing and these cars that really have 1,000 wheel horsepower, and I'm gonna play a few grudge races at the end of this video, so stay tuned. Big money grudge racing, right? Big money racing. 1,000 wheel horsepower is not cheap. Don't let anybody lie to you, and if they do it cheap, it's probably not good. I will say, I trust a few shops to get all of these things done, and to get you to 1,000 wheel, that's mass acceleration first and foremost. They have my car. Late model performance. GPI, I just recently heard of them in the late model area. So you have somebody who covers Mopar, Chevy, and a little bit of both. 1,000 horsepower. Full cost breakdown. Everything that you'll need. I'll even, like I said, or as you saw in the beginning of the video, I'll put it here right now, post an actual photo of the rundown so you know I'm not just coming up with prices. 1,000 wheel, would you pay $45,000 for it? Let me know.